Hey everyone, welcome back to another portfolio update video on the channel. Portfolio is currently sitting at $7,714.94. For the day, we are up around 17 bucks. For the week, we are down 73.30. For the month, we are down 124.28. And for the 3 months, aka all time, we are up 64.94 or 0.85%. And yeah, we're just going to be jumping into everything I did this week, current positions, as well as stocks. I would like to start off by just saying we did end up getting assigned out MPW, which is exciting for me. I really wanted to pick up MPW, as you guys know. I sold a put at the 850 strike, and we got assigned on that. But aside from that, every single options position from last week expired totally worthless, or I rolled it out. You can see here all the current options positions. Most of them are already up. If we go to total return. The only thing new from last week is a Paramount 14 strike put for the end of the month. I rolled my MPW 8 strike put, which I opened this Wednesday, out to the end of the month as well, and down to the 650 strike. So I had 2 puts on MPW. In fact, let's hop over to MPW real quick. I had an 850 and an 8 strike put on MPW that I opened on Wednesday. So around here at the 864 price level, I opened 2 puts. Stock ended up tanking down to 749 at the lowest, which was really concerning at first, but it ended up rallying all the way back up to 810. So we ended up getting assigned at 850, which is awesome. And then I rolled that 8 strike put around, I want to say this time in the afternoon. I rolled it to the end of the month. So yeah, we're looking good on MPW. We now are officially owners of 100 shares. And we locked in that really nice 14% dividend yield, which is awesome. So we're going to get paid 14% just for holding the shares, and we can sell weekly calls on this stock, which is great. So yeah, we officially own 100 shares of MPW, and then obviously, like I said, we have that 650 put for the end of the month. Aside from that, I opened a weekly charge point put for next Friday. I rolled out my previous put that I bought back for $1, and I rolled it out to next week for $7 credit. This is not new. This, as I was saying, I rolled this out. Paramount put is new. These are the Labu puts that I rolled out. I think I made a video on that. And yeah, aside from that, that's all of our options positions right now. Heading down to the shares, you can see I've added a little bit to the yield max funds. So if we go to total return here, let's see. I believe I kept my AMZ shares the same, but I bought some Tesla because Tesla has fallen quite significantly. I wasn't really comfortable with owning it up here at 18, but it's fallen pretty far down to 15. So I bought around, let's see, 7 shares of Tesla. And if it continues to fall, hopefully to this 13 level, I would love to buy more. So yeah, we've got 7 shares of Tesla now, which will be paying us monthly. And I also added on to my Apple position, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we have 12 shares of Apple now. And if we go to total returns, you can see that these yield max positions, they are down. So NVDY down 15, Apple down 14, Google down 10, and then my AMZ position is up 12, which is great. But actually, we're about to receive our first set of dividends here. So if we look at up here at the top, you can see we have a dividend coming in from NVDY, so the NVD one, so the one from NVIDIA. We're getting paid $8.14 for the 10 shares that we owned at the time of the ex-dividend date. We're also getting paid $5.56 from Apple for the 10 shares we owned at the time of the ex-dividend. And so yeah, this is great. I did miss the ex-dividend date for Tesla, and then my other 2, which are GUI and AMZ, are not starting to pay until next month. But hopefully next month we should be able to at least double this amount that we're getting paid. So we're getting paid $13 this month from those funds. Next month we should be getting paid around $30, and then from there on out we're going to probably get paid around $30 every single month from these funds, which is great. Nice little passive income boost. So yeah, I added on to those positions. I briefly converted my SSO position into SPY, which I'm now actually going back on. I had some reasons on why I was thinking about doing this, but then I realized for margin purposes, SSO is actually a better play. So we're going to be moving this money back into SSO, but like I was doing before, we're just buying half a share a day of SSO, which is that 2 times leveraged S&P 500 fund. So yeah, buying half a share a day. We're currently up to 5.5 shares as of Monday of this coming week. So that is good. We're building up that position there. I'm trying to think. Aside from that, let's see. Well, yeah. So we have 100 shares of MPW, Labu, AT&T, and Key Bank. So we now have 100 shares of quite a few stocks here, and we're actually going to open up an options position here live. Of course, the market is closed, but I would still like to open up a call option on our MPW shares because these are currently shares that are not making any money for us. They are not working for us, so we need to get an option on them. They are just bare, unencumbered shares. You can see 100 shares here at the 850 strike. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell a call option on these. So let's see what we can get for the end of the week. So if we wanted to sell the 850 strike for the end of the week right now, we could get paid $11 to sell our shares at 850. If the price rallies, that is a pretty good deal. I would gladly take $11 a week on MPW shares. If we look out till next week, we can get paid $18, and then if we look out to the end of the month, we can get paid $26. So it's really up to us what we think would be best. And honestly, I think it would probably be best if we just go out to the end of the month. So selling this 850 strike, which is at our original cost basis, we sell the call here, we're going to get paid $26. It has a 38% chance of being in the money by expiration. If this does go in the money, my plan is to just roll it out for another credit, keep doing that until eventually our option expires worthless. As you know, my Key and T shares have call options all the way out into 2024, so we could easily just jump out here to 2024 and sell something way out of the money for a pretty nice premium, like say the $10 strike for $30. But yeah, for now we're just going to go pretty aggressive on this, as well as just going aggressive in order to hedge our shares, because as you guys saw, MPW dropped pretty heavily at pre-market on Friday because of a downgrade rating that was given to it. You can see it was down to 749 in the morning, which is pretty extreme. So in order to hedge ourselves and to give ourselves a little bit of a gain here, we're going to be selling this 850 strike call for $26 of credit for the end of the month. So yeah, 20 days, I'm going to place this. You can see you're agreeing to sell 100 shares of MPW at 850 on or before September 1st. And that would be if they are in the money or the intrinsic value of the option, or I guess the extrinsic value of the option goes to 0. So we're going to hit submit. And this is now queued up for Monday. So we are set to get paid $26 come market open of Monday. And yeah. Let's see, aside from that, you can see in the morning we were down huge. Look at this, down $120. This had me really worried because I had those two puts on MPW and MPW was sinking. So yeah, I was a little bit worried here, but obviously we ended up making a full recovery, which is nice. And one final thing I want to talk about is actually I'm kind of liking Ford where it stands. You can see it's down to 1214. It got all the way up to highs of around 1535, and Ford is a really predictable stock from my experience. As you guys know, if you were a really long time viewer, I used to own Ford way back in the day. And yeah, Ford is very predictable. You can see it pretty much bounces off this 11 level like without fail. It's done it, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 times over the past year alone, and it's kind of forming this weird like triangle pattern. But yeah, so I'm actually looking at potentially getting in on Ford here at maybe the 11 or 1150 price, because you could see they have a very nice dividend at this price of, you know, over 10%. And obviously if I were to get assigned at, you know, 11, it would be even higher than 10% of a dividend yield. So I'm actually looking at possibly getting in on Ford here. And I'm looking at probably the 1150 strike is what I'm thinking, because I do want to get assigned, but I also want to choose a better price than the current price. So I'm honestly thinking of selling the 1150 strike. I do not have the buying power right now, so I may potentially close out this charge point put early for a gain and then open that for the end of the month. So we'll see, I guess, if I end up doing that. But yeah, so that is all the stuff for this video pretty much. I do want to talk about my channel actually, because wow, we've had some explosive growth, and I just want to say, you know, thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me. You can see we're up to 159 subscribers, and you can also see that my most recent video on MPW is actually my best video I've ever made in the past 10 videos. You can see it's up to 1.3 thousand views compared to my next best video, which was at 839. So that's absolutely insane. You can see 35 likes, over 1,000 views. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys, because this is really insane, very unexpected. I mean, if you guys are long-term viewers of the channel, which there would be very few of you, you know, I used to make videos all the way back here, and I had like 4 subscribers for like 8 months straight, and then all of a sudden I start posting these Robinhood videos, and my channel has just been blowing up. So I want to thank you guys a lot for that. It really means a lot. And if you are not currently subscribed, you can see 82% of people that are watching my videos are not subscribed. If you are not subscribed and you're watching this video right now, please consider subscribing. I do weekly portfolio update videos, and I also do extra videos on the side. Like, as you guys know, I've started uploading a couple times a week now, just making little updates here and there and tutorials. So yeah, I plan on keeping doing that. But yeah, aside from that, guys, thank you for watching this week's portfolio update video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.